Matt Weatherman. How can I help you?
Hello, Mr. Weatherman. This is Daryl McClanahan. I have a case in Ozark County with you.
Yes, sir.
Do you have the file or need the case number?
Nope, I got it right here in front of me.
Okay, I was wanting to.
They told me you were gonna. They were told me you were gonna call back.
Okay, thank you very much. I was wanting to know if you would be opposed to a motion to continue.
I am not on one condition. Okay. This
Okay.
has to be the last one for prelim. Okay.
Okay.
So I would agree to continue it out a month, give you another month to get an attorney hired.
I had prepared a motion for continuance, and I titled it "Prosecutorial Review," and basically it's more like a brief, and I was asking for 90 days. I'm having problems getting an attorney that will come to Ozark County. No one wants to come there. Some of the alleged victims have called around to a lot of there are conflicts of interest. Attorney Swatosh was representing me, and this person who says she was a custodial person of the property, it's been very difficult to get representation. So I was asking for 90 days in the motion and the brief. And would you want me to go ahead and file that so you could see or send you a letter of a brief about some of the details of the case?
Well, what I will say is this: I do not oppose a continuance. Okay. So if you want to come in on Monday, we can be in front of the judge. You can tell her what's going on, and I am okay with whatever length of time the judge decides.
Okay.
I'm not going to outright agree to 90 because I don't think it would take that long.
Okay.
But I understand you're having trouble, so I would agree to whatever length of time the judge sets.
Okay. So the motion, it's not lengthy. It's just it's 3 pages, but part of that is procedure and all the stuff for it to be properly filed.
If you file it with the court, I always get an emailed copy of it.
Of course, I requested your email today,
Mr.
so I can
Weatherman?
send you a copy for the due.
If
Daryl
you
McClanahan.
file something with the court, I get an email that something got filed, so
Yep.
I have access to it.
Oh, okay. You get an alert.
Yeah, I mean, sending me
Okay.
email is fine too. That doesn't
Okay.
bother me at all.
All right. Well, I was just trying to be proper, and so we'll file it so the judge could look at it. And I was hoping it could be. Except I do live 4 hours away. I was hoping that.
Well, I'm not going to agree to 90 on right off the hit.
Okay.
Mr. Weatherman?
Probably need to be here Monday.
Daryl
Yes.
McClanahan. Okay. That's perfect, and I appreciate you taking the time. And certainly anything I file, you're going to you'll review it and get with me. And previously, before you took this position, I had appeared, and this is in the brief. I had appeared at court and was downstairs in the courthouse, and I was assaulted. Attorney Swatosh was shown the video by Prosecutor Garabrandt. I was getting some papers at the clerk's office, and this gentleman, Mr. Steely, who had been a neighbor, assaulted me, took my wife's phone, and broke it. And there's no charges. And he last year filed a order of an adult protection, and in that he wrote some what I would consider kind of crazy statements, calling me a psycho.
Well, let me cut in just a little bit, okay? I have been talking with law enforcement about getting an amended PC written. I have not yet seen the video, but I've spoken to Mr. Garabrandt, who did.
Okay.
I don't doubt there is probably going to be a property damage charge of some kind handed down from that.
Okay.
I need to see the video myself to know whether or not that would rise to the level of an assault, because I just don't know that off the top of my head.
Okay. Yeah,
if there is anything like that that's going to be filed, we will make contact with you. If at that point you have an attorney hired, we will make contact
Sure.
with them, and you will be able to make any statements necessary about what you want to have happen in that kind of case, the same as any victim would in any offense.
Sure.
You being charged with something does not eliminate the possibility of you also having been a victim of something. So
Absolutely.
And we will cross those bridges when we get there.
In the brief, I'm glad that
Mr.
we're having
Weatherman?
this discussion. I was advised I should call you, Daryl McClanahan, and have a discussion.
Thank you.
wanted to add to this that in the past there were flyers left at our home. There was one in particular that had a picture of me in blood on it, and there's been many threatening messages and handwriting on these. That order of protection I told you that was filed, I saved a copy of it. I was served that by Ozark County. Mr. Steele recanted and didn't show up. I think maybe his attorney Woods told him he shouldn't do, because he called me names. It was very improper of that. I saved a copy of it. We have submitted that to a handwriting analyst, and the Missouri Highway Patrol does no longer do handwriting analysis, document analysis. And I have had an oral verification that Mr. Steele's handwriting matches. There were about 50 flyers maybe left. Ozark County previous deputies told me to throw evidence away, and I detail this in the brief. But as soon as I get a copy of that handwriting analyzation, I'm going to mail a copy of that to you. And this is a nationally known person in Texas that's worked for the U.S. They're an expert. I have, and clearly he will be named as the person who wrote these flyers that have sexually explicit things and were done to harass and intimidate my family. I detail that in the brief. So, and I called it a prosecutorial. Okay. All right. All right. I'll cut it short. I have to go myself, and I will fax that. I'll fax that to the clerk's office, and I will email you a copy. And I think this is important to the handwriting. Really shows how we were mistreated with this whole thing, and then for him to be a witness in what I believe is a civil matter and I detail that all in the brief. And Mr. Weatherman, I hope, and I ask in there that you would review Daryl McClanahan fairly and seek the truth. So I think that's okay. All right. Thank you very much for taking the call, and maybe the judge will accept it, and I won't be there on Monday, or otherwise I will be there Monday. Thank you very much.